Hello everyone. In this video, we will go to know about the introduction of embedded system and the basic structure of embedded system. So, what is an embedded system and what is a system? We will go to know firstly. So, before going to the embedded system, we must know the definitions of system and what is embedded system. So, firstly, what is a system? A system is a way of working, organizing, or performing one or many tasks according to the fixed set of rules of program or plan. So, it is nothing but a way of working. So, suppose if we take a computer system, it may be computer system or any system that is electronically designed. So, it consists of certain rules and it works under set of rules. Like it will be having different components like keyboard, mouse, monitor, CPU. All these different devices will be in an organized pattern and each will have a different set of rules, right? If suppose keyboard will have the just for typing, it will be help, it will work with the help of the instructions, that is typing, and CPU will have the memory and monitor will present the details on the screen. So each will have different rules, so they all will be organized and perform a program and show the output on the monitor. So this is the way of how the system works. It is not only for the computer system, but it is also for the all the electronic devices. It is also an arrangement in which all units assemble and work together according to the program or plan. Suppose if uh, we have a code for a program in the computer, so it have to run without any errors, without any disturbances, then we will get the output, right? When we don't have any errors, then we have to execute that, then we will get the output. So we have a particular theme, right? We will have some any out we will expect some output and we will type the program, then we will solve it, no? So it will have certain plan, it will be having certain plan. So due to that plan only we will get the output. So it is also an arrangement in which all the units assemble. So all the different types of, it may, suppose if we take a program, it may contain a single program or sub programs it may contain. So it means all the programs are combined together. So in that process also we can see in CPU we may have execution unit, or else we may have RAM, we may have ROM, right? So all this will be gathered together and it will perform as a single unit, that is known as the system. So on going to the embedded system, an embedded system can be thought of as computer hardware system having software embedded in it. So it will be having three types of definitions. So first definition is nothing but it is a combination of hardware system and software system. So it is a combination of hardware and software. Hardware is nothing but internally how it is constructed, it is known as hardware, and software is nothing but the total details, like it may be coding or anything else. So we will discuss briefly in the next classes. So embedded system can be independent system or it can be a part of large system. So it can be work as a single system or it may be a combination of large system. Like if we have an IC, it will be having different types of components, right? So each it may consist of resistors, inductors, capacitors, no. So all these will be different, but they all work on the same chip. So in the same way, the embedded system may have the as a single unit system, or it may be connected to the external devices, or else it may be as a single unit. It functions as a single unit. So embedded system is a microcontroller or microprocessor based system. So the main example for the embedded system is microcontroller and microprocessor based system, which is designed to perform a specific task. So it performs just a specific task. It may be number of tasks or a single task. So there are wide variety of applications, wide variety of examples for the embedded system. So few of them we will discuss right now. So one is mobile phone, one is micro oven, another is camera, EEG, CRO, Wi-Fi routers, AC conditioners. That is mobile phone. We will be having the details in mobile phone. We can see that text. We can see text, video, audio, right? And also we can store the images. So all this will be comes under mobile phone. So these are wide variety of operations, right? So they will have different specific functions, no. So it comes under the embedded system. Micro oven, we can have the timer, right, in micro oven. So if we will apply input that a certain time we are applying, and after that it will be off mode. So it is what its condition, what it is functioning, it is heating. So micro oven is making heated. So this is also a function of embedded system. Camera, it captures the images. Also EEG is nothing but we will measure the heart rate, right? In the medical equipment, it will be used in the medical equipment. And generally we know that CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope, that is we will find the, when we will give certain amount of input, we will get VPP, that is voltage, frequency, and time may be in microseconds, right? So these are the output. So all will come, these all the outputs and inputs we will get because of the embedded system. This is known as embedded system design. Embedded system design. And Wi-Fi routers, it may be wired or wireless, right? Wi-Fi routers is nothing but a wireless connection. Wi-Fi is nothing but a wireless connection. So we will get the wireless connection. So and we will get the output as that the internet connection. And AC, if we can increase or decrease the temperature in AC, right? So that is the output. So these all are the examples of embedded system. And there are mainly three components in the embedded system, that is hardware, application software, and real-time operating system. In small scale type embedded system, we may not have real-time operating system, but for small scale it won't have. For large scale we use RTOS, and it is a combination of hardware and software. So what is the basic structure of embedded system? It consists of sensor, A to D converter, processor and ASIC, that is application specific integrated circuit, and D to A converter, actuator, memory. Memory consists of RAM or ROM. It is permanent memory. This is temporary memory. And if we'll take an input to explain the block diagram in detail, we will go for one example, that is it may be temperature sensor or humidity sensor, or it may be navigation sensor. So when we apply it for the sensor will sense the directions, or for humidity it may test the moisture, or it may test the temperature. It will sense. So it is sent to the A to D converter. So it is converted into A means analog, D means digital. It will convert the information into digital format and it will send to the processor. So the processor, what here it will convert into A to D means it is nothing but zeros and ones. The information will be in the form of zeros and ones. Here it will be sent to the processor. So what will the processor do? It will process, it will make the process of knowing the details, that is what is the temperature, or what is the humidity, what is the navigation direction. So it will detect and it will send the information to the D to A converter, that is it will form into the electrical signals, D to A converter, and these signals will be sent to the memory and actuators. So the memory will be stored the output. The memory will store the output and it will be sent to the actuators. Here we will get the, like it may be, if suppose we will take the temperature, it may be 27 degrees Celsius, or else if you have the humidity, the moisture output, or else the navigation direction. For the destination we may have next 100 meters or turn left. Like this we will get the outputs for the embedded system. This is the total basic structure of the embedded system. Always there is a thing, that is always sensor will work as the input device and actuator will work as the output device. This is the basic structure of embedded system. Thank you everyone. In future classes we will know about the operation process and also applications, wide variety of applications, and more about the embedded system in detail. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can comment below. Thank you.